Ooh. Pull up in the Camaro now, huh?
Go some.
Yeah. Alright, I'm still getting my stuff washed.
Gotta hit up the little bro.
Yeah. I'm ready, boy. We got some stuff to talk about now.
Football season.
Yeah, we got first for sure. We gotta talk about that game yesterday. All the hype for nothing. You gonna see it's early though.
People got exposed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, boy. But shit, I'm just glad everything came together, man, with the room.
It's looking nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get better too.
I'm glad everything came here on time too. That's a good thing.
For real.
Yeah.
No delays.
Yeah, I wanted some more like stuff on the wall. So I think probably later on, we probably gonna try to get like a donut or something. Like I seen like a neon donut. I think I want to get that. My girl was like, no, that's too. Everybody does them. Like, first of all, I don't know who has a neon donut on a podcast.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know people, and eventually, should get popular, custom.
I actually know someone that does that.
That does it, bro. Put like the logo, get the GLAZEMOB. I think your pops is supposed to work on the logo. Get the GLAZEMOB.
Yeah, because he knows how to.
You know how to do that stuff. Yeah. But without further ado, shoot, man. I think it's time. Yeah. So, first episode, the GLAZEMOB podcast. Chico Moore, Danny Sosa. Boom. Alright, welcome back. First episode, GLAZEMOB podcast. My boy Danny Sosa is with me, as always, my co-host. I'm your main guy, perpetrator, Chico Moore. What's up, Danny? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Another football season coming up.
Bro,
gotta be excited.
It's been a long time coming, man.
Yes, sir.
Bro, man, you don't understand. Like, since the Super Bowl. First, let's get into the last Super Bowl, bro. You let Cooper Kupp, I don't know how many times, down on that last drive, catch slants, bubble screens, corner routes, post corner curls, all the way to the freaking game-winning touchdown. Everybody in that stadium knew where Stafford was throwing that ball.
They still couldn't stop it. He's that good.
Yeah. He
just had 13 catches yesterday?
I was about to say, yeah, let's stay on that topic. So, yesterday, Bills, Rams, where everybody thought was supposed to be, at least Bills fans, Bill Mafia or whatever they call themselves, said that they should have been in that Super Bowl. And
that was my pick.
Yeah, and they I guess they showed up, bro. The statement hard, huh?
Josh Allen, he's a dog. No questions asked. Nah, he could play.
Yeah.
He could play.
Bro, so here's a question. What you think about the game?
They got exposed.
Yeah.
The champs got exposed.
Yeah, I think they missing a lot of pieces, man.
I honestly think Stafford's still kind of hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because he missed some throws.
You see that tackle he hit on old boy? Bro, I was watching it. Somebody was just like, I was like, man, that might be the best play of the night from Stafford.
That's crazy, but I don't know. I had the Bills the whole time, but Jalen Ramsey, he got targeted 7 times.
Oh, Diggs.
6 of those times
Bro, Diggs was killing him, bro. Like, did you see? I think it was like a sideline route.
Yeah, he tippy-toed.
Yeah, tippy-toed. I think Jalen Ramsey was backpedaling and slipped. Diggs got up. Was like, let's go.
No, that's because they're both good players.
Oh yeah, bro.
Fan of both.
Oh yeah, but I think a lot of it is if you notice with Jalen Ramsey, I know he strives on a lot of the more physical receivers, not really finesse. He struggles a lot with finesse receivers, the big guys the AJ Browns, the DK Metcalfs, those guys he struggles with. But them slithery receivers
he's a little bit smaller, so he's quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Gets off the line faster.
Yeah.
But I don't know. the Bills are good. They're a good team. They're solid. The Rams are solid too, but they lost Von Miller. I mean, that's a big piece
run,
regardless.
That pass defense didn't look the same. I mean, you ain't got. I mean, Leonard Floyd couldn't get nothing going.
I forgot that he even played for them.
Exactly. Aaron Donald, you just
had
had
like, what, 2 sacks, maybe 1 sack.
1 sack. I mean, but it was a blip. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, he didn't even really do anything. You know.
But what I saw is Allen Robinson only got targeted twice.
Yeah.
I don't know how
he's gonna fit in. But, I mean, it's gonna take some time.
I just don't understand how he only gets the ball targeted twice. He's like, honestly, I think he's a top 15 receiver maybe. I mean, he has good footwork. He played for the Bears, of course. I know that.
Top 15. Let me see. Top 15.
Well, maybe just like the way he runs his routes, he's very crispy.
He's a top 15 talent.
I think he for the longest time he didn't drop a ball. He's a dog. Like,
yeah, he's possession for sure.
I'm like, I wasn't shocked that we lost him, but it is what it is. But I just can't believe he didn't get the ball more than 7-8 times. He's a good receiver. Like the third receiver had more targets than him. Like that's
I think it's just like I said. I think
maybe that Bills defense is just that good where he couldn't like look.
Well, think about it. They studied them. You know, they studied them a lot this offseason, I'm sure, to make that statement. You know, I mean, everybody knew that coming in that the Bills heard, you know, hey, you know, they're the favorites to get to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen, the favorite, I think, this year for MVP. He showed you why he's favored to win the MVP.
He even threw 2 interceptions too and still won the game.
Bruh. I mean, I think... So here's a question. Starting the team. Who you picking? Josh Allen or Pat Mahomes? If you start the team, you don't know what receivers you got, running back. And I'll give you they both got decent. We'll give them the same like offensive line. So it's not like, you know, one has like a terrible offensive line. They both got a decent offensive line. Who you getting?
Josh Allen.
My boy. See,
I feel like Josh Allen is going to run you over. He's a full. I mean, nothing against Patty. I feel like Patty, he's a dog. He could throw that shit, but like Josh Allen, he's gonna run you over. He doesn't care. He's like, what? He's 6'5".
It was like
240.
What was it? It was like, I think it was like 24-10 at one point, and this dude does like a design quarterback run. I'm like, bro,
he's gonna lower his shoulder.
The game is in the bag. What are y'all doing? If y'all mess around and get this dude hurt, the season is over.
I think I seen that. Like he was still running the ball.
Yes, bro. It was a design run. I'm like, I can understand.
He got a couple yards, right?
He got like 7 or 8 yards. But thing is, I'm wondering, it's like, okay, the game's in the bag, right? I can understand play breakdown, scramble out of there, blah blah blah. But it was a design run. Like, McDermott, what are you thinking, bro?
That's just the dog in him.
But yeah, that is. He is a football player. Nothing against Patty Mahomes, but you know, you play football, I played a little football. It's like if the guy has pretty much the same arm as Patrick Mahomes, right?
Maybe better.
Exactly. Faster,
stronger,
more elusive. Now, Pat Mahomes, to his credit, he will make some miraculous off-script throws. Like he definitely will do that for sure.
He will. He's a different type of quarterback too.
Yeah.
Like, they're like,
they're neck and neck.
But it's just like the way I mean, if I was starting a team, I mean, I like running quarterbacks. I just feel like when you have a quarterback that's a running back quarterback, like
and they can actually like pass and stuff. No shot out to Lamar Jackson because
they don't want to pay the guy.
Yeah, people are talking. They need to pay him. Hey, Baltimore, pay my boy. But
I don't know.
Do you think do you think we could be with Mahomes and Josh? Do you think this is the second coming of like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning? That like little like division rivalry, not division rivalry, but you know AFC, you know division rivalry.
I think it's Joe Burrow and Allen. I just feel like I feel like Patty just. I mean, I honestly think Tyreek Hill made them. Mm-hmm. They both made each other, but Tyreek Hill just made things easier for Patrick Mahomes because he's just so fast.
Taking that top off the defense.
Tyreek Hill is just too. If you can little 5-yard pass, he can take that shit home.
It's gonna be interesting because I mean, what I will say with the Chiefs, they still got that
a good coach.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they got a genius calling plays in Andy Reid. So I mean, And somebody like Patrick Mahomes who can, you know, make something, you know, off script, make a little, you know, 5-yard go route, you know, get back there, start scrambling away and throw it, you know, 40 yards down the field. Now, to your point, like you said, with Tyreek being away, you know, who's going to step into that role? I think, who did they get from? I think they got the receiver from Green Bay.
Yeah, wait.
Was it Green Bay? Was it Lazard?
No, I think Sammy Watkins went to Green Bay.
No. Valdez Scantling.
Oh, yeah, that guy, number 82.
Yeah, supposedly got Valdez Scantling, so.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
He can run, but I don't know. I mean, they still got Nicole Hardman. He's like a 4.2 type of guy. Yeah, and they just picked up this guy, Sky Moore from Wyoming, I think.
Everybody's been talking about him.
But I mean, like, when you have a good quarterback like that, you can make anything happen, in my opinion. He's just talented all the way around.
You know what I'm interested for? Juju. I want to know how he's going to fit in that offense, to be honest.
Like, he should fall in pretty good, but what always made Juju was because, like, Antonio Brown was on the other side, you know?
Yeah. And now,
so, like,
do you think he's gonna plug into the number one for them? Or do you think it's going to kind of be like every week to week target shit?
I mean, if I was running that offense, he would be my number one. Just because, you know, he's big. He's a big dude. He's like what, 6'2", probably like 6'3". 6'1", 6'3".
He plays.
He's a good wideout. You know. I mean, I feel like he has to prove it. You know, I think he's signed for what, a year? I don't know.
There's So let's do this. Since should we 2 days away? Probably when, you know, our fans see this, probably 1 day away. But let's see. Let's go through each division, right? And let's see who do we think is gonna, you know, basically what's our predictions, you know, for the season. You know what? Screw it, because I already know. Let's start with a division that you are very, 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 very much know. We see the colors. So let's go ahead. Let's just start with what was the NFC North. Let's go ahead. Who's and it's not going to be the Bears that's going to take it, Danny. So let's jump in.
They're just downplaying it. I mean, like we have a good QB. I just feel like they're just tripping about how we didn't surround him around you know people. Like I don't think yes, we should have went and got a free agent sign up for 100 plus. But like I said, at the same time, it's what for?
Yeah.
When you have a talented quarterback at QB, sometimes you don't really need a big dog.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that takes away, because you only have to focus on that one receiver, you know? When you have people around him that everyone can get the ball.
But I think with concern for the Bears is y'all got a up-and-coming quarterback, franchise quarterback that's definitely looking to take y'all to new heights. But
one thing about us, we're gonna play good defense.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that's y'all pride and joy for sure.
Top 5 defense,
but
top 10.
The problem is almost kind of what Joe Burrow and you see a lot of quarterbacks that the team is not put together on not even the weapons that they give them, but more of the offensive line. And so I feel like for Justin Fields,
he needs to get protected.
He's got to get protected because he is methodical enough in his progressions that if he has time in the backfield, he can run, he can get it to his receiver. But it's hard for him to scramble. I don't
like that too. I'd rather him throw that shit because I'd rather him, you know, he could get us a couple yards, but he could always get hit. But the thing is, we need to it's all I feel like sports is a thing about matchups, you know. I feel like we got some good weapons. I mean, they're not the biggest, but you know, the fastest. But
so who do you think takes it who takes y'all division this year?
Everyone has the Vikings or the Packers, but I mean, I feel like it's up for grabs. I mean, you can't deny Green Bay. They got one of the greatest of all time. Even though he played for Green Bay, can't knock the guy. Go.
Oh, Rodgers?
Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Hall of Fame. I feel like he's probably, in my opinion, top 3 of all time.
Wow, we said top 3?
Top 3 of all time, bro. That arm, come on.
So who's getting put out? Who's getting put out 3? Because you gotta. I mean, it was Brady for sure. You taking them? So where's Montana fall in this?
I don't got on my list.
Who's
my top 5?
Okay, who's top 5?
And my top quarterbacks of all time, I think I gotta go with Brady. You know, you got Mike Vick up there.
I think Mike Vick top 5 talent.
Mike Vick is like he's a one in a lifetime type of quarterback. That
I think, like I said, I think he's top 5 talent.
The way you use him is the way you win games, and I feel like if you know how to use a quarterback like Mike Vick, you can do a lot of things. And then 3, I mean, it's not in order, you know. I just feel like Mike Vick, Aaron Rodgers, Brady. Shit.
It's a lot of them in there, bro.
I mean, now you got dogs now. You got Burrow, you got Allen, you got Mahomes, there's a lot of people out there, but I think after that I gotta go with like.
So you're breaking it down more of like, not all time, but you're breaking it down more of like
I just felt like the way I would use them.
Like after, but
it's my opinion, you know, the way I would use these quarterbacks. Mike Vick, if I had Mike Vick a quarterback, shit.
So that's why a lot of people make Brady to go. What they used to always say about Brady is like he could take like dudes from the YMCA and.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm not worried about Justin Fields, because like if he's really like a real good quarterback, you don't really need those type of dudes. He makes those people better because he's that guy.
I will say every quarterback though has got to have an offensive line.
No,
like they got.
That's a fact.
The Bears got to fix the offensive line. I can see pretty much it being between. I think the Packers is going to have a major fall off.
If we could beat the Packers twice, I'm not worried.
Yeah, about them. I think it's going to come down, to be honest, you in the Vikings, and they got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Mr. Greedy, but I think it's going to be how Kirk Cousins, does if he has. I'm
not a fan. Wait. I'm just gonna say like, ain't no one worried about Kirk Cousins. Nah, to be honest,
nah.
He got Jefferson. He got Cook. Thielen, but like it's the Vikings.
Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting, man.
But I feel like you can't knock the Lions. I feel like the Lions.
Oh yeah, Lions. Shout out
shout out
coach, old neighbor Mike Hughes. Let's see, man. We hope you have a great season up there, man.
Hey, for real, bro. Like that's crazy how
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I feel like the Lions, they're gonna win a couple games. Bro. That head coach,
DeAndre, what's his name? Swift. The real deal.
Jared Goff ain't people knocked him because of whatever, but I feel like he's a good quarterback.
I hope I'm around St. Brown takes us the big step too.
He's nice too, number 14. Yeah, he's nice.
I need at least 12. I need at least 12 fantasy points. Just 12. Give me 12. I'm good. That's it. I'm straight with 12. All right, let's go. Let's go south, man. NFC South. So we got the Buccaneers, Saints, Falcons, and Panthers. So 2 of those teams is dealing with new quarterbacks, right?
No worry about the Falcons.
Marcus Mariota.
He went to Oregon.
What's the Falcons like team? Like what, Kyle Pitts and bust?
I just feel like, nah, they're not. He's good. Maybe he has a good year. Shit, who knows?
But in that division, now
I feel like Mayfield.
I was about to say, now if Sam Darnold, sorry Sam, but I prefer Baker. That's just me. I think he he did what he was supposed to do, with the Browns, and we'll get to them later. Deshaun Watson, oh God, bro,
I don't know.
But with Baker, man, I think with the cast around him, it depends. If McCaffrey can stay hurt, right? McCaffrey can stay healthy. Yeah, stay healthy. My bad. Stay healthy. With they got a nice receiving core too. Was it DJ Moore?
Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, they got an okay defense. It's not great. It's not bad. It's okay, but they can make some noise if they get off to a hot start.
They just lost their best player.
Who?
Burns.
What? Really?
ACL.
And see, it's stuff like that it's like you have like high hopes, and for the season.
I think I've seen that. I'm not sure, but
one of the man.
Just look that up. Artie Burns. I think he did tear his ACL. I'm not sure, but
I hate to hear that.
He's a dog. I play Madden. I know.
I hate to hear that. If that's the case, let's listen.
So what was it? It's Atlanta.
Yeah, so Carolina, it's Atlanta, Carolina,
the Saints,
in the Bucks.
Ooh, I don't know. I think
Jameis.
I feel like he's a solid quarterback.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's funny. Like he's a funny QB, but like I feel like he's.
What do you do with the freaking?
Yeah, but he's just. I feel like he's just a comedian. Like he's just like. I mean, like, he's just funny. Like he's himself. Like,
I like it. I think the team is around. I think the team is garnered around him. You know, it's tough from that first year without Breeze. So you know.
Nah, they should be. I mean, the same. They should be good. They got a good defense. They got Davis.
They always plug in Taysom Hill.
Lattimore. They just gave up that guy Gardner. I don't know why they would do that. Number 22, the one. He's a dog.
Yeah.
They just picked up Chris Olave from Ohio State, rookie. Which
we'll see. He'll feel it nice with that.
Nah, he's nice.
He'll give some breathing room for Michael Thomas, depending on because that fool was going 2 years now off injury. So
forgot about him.
But here's the thing with the Buccaneers, bro, is they're talking about there's like trouble in paradise with Brady and Giselle.
I had no clue that happened. Literally yesterday, I was on FaceTime with my mom, and she was giving me the scoop on that. Like I had no clue that this guy was going through a breakup. She was just like, "Bro, how do I know this and you don't?" Like,
bro, the same thing, bro. I was working this job last Sunday at this church, and this lady comes up to me. She realized I knew a lot about football, fantasy football and stuff. Mary, shout you out. But she was talking, and she was like, "Yeah, I want to draft Brady, but there's like him and Giselle are not on terms." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about? They're not on terms?"
That's what I said.
Yeah, how do you? She was like, "Yeah, I guess which is agreeable. I mean, he started his 23rd season, and I guess he thought last year was his last year, and then he come back. So I'm pretty sure she was excited for like retirement and shit like that.
But like for them to go through a divorce, I'm just kind of like, come on, like, like.
Is that gonna mess with his mind? I guess that's what the whole like him taking like a leave.
I don't think so.
Early in the season, I don't think so either. But we'll see how they start out.
They play Dallas first.
Yeah, Sunday, man. Ooh, hear you. It's gonna be. I think y'all are y'all gonna come by? Are y'all gonna come by here?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I know I got a birthday dinner with my parents, but
Sunday.
but they know it's football season, so. We'll do that.
We play at 12, so like my schedule revolves around Bears. So
yeah, same with the Browns.
But I think it's between Carolina, the Saints, and the Bucks. No one worried about
Carolina. Just if they're main with health and how Mayfield fits, and then Saints, kind of the same thing. Buccaneers. It's a toss. I think just with Tom Brady's league, we can agree that Cowboys is not making the Super Bowl.
Of course.
Facts. All right. So I think that wraps up the NFC, bro. So let's go ahead. Let's move on to the AFC. All right. Let's you know what? Let's just knock it out the way. AFC South. Trash can. I think that is. I mean, I used to know. So disclaimer. I used to be a Texans fan. Not no more. They're out. The Texans is like the Seahawks. They got quarterback issues. Davis Mills, whatever they decide to do with him, I think that it's Brandon Cooks or bust for them. I think they still got David Johnson. Like, bro, it's bad for them. You still got the Colts. You got the Titans. Jaguars, I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is ready to take that step yet. I think their coaching staff, I think Doug Peterson, still trying to wait and see, how he's gonna put pieces around him. I think they got Christian Kirk this offseason. We'll see what they running backs are gonna do.
ETN, whatever.
ETNA, yeah, Clemson. So we'll see, but I think it comes down pretty much to Colts and Titans.
Of course, I think the Titans got it. Yeah.
I would agree with you. I don't know. It's a lot of questions with the Colts with Matt Ryan. I don't know if he's bounced back. I mean, he still is dealing with, was it 28-3? Everybody said 28-3 with the Super Bowl loss. He's got a great offensive line. Now, that's one thing I'll give him. He's got a great offensive line. But, who's it? Michael Pittman Jr.? Jonathan Taylor, Mr. number one pick in 99.99% of everybody's fantasy leagues. I think you picked him first. Yeah, you picked him first, right?
Of course, yeah, I had to.
Yeah, I mean, running behind those dogs in that line, I mean...
Nah, they should be solid, but I don't know. I'm a real fan of Mike Vrabel. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick product. You know, he came from over there, so like,
yeah.
just a good coach.
Who else came from that Belichick tree?
Who didn't?
I know Josh McDaniel is that what everybody knows. We'll get to them later with, that what they say pretty much the best division in football. A lot of people say. We'll get to them in a minute. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think the Titans, Derrick Henry, still that dog. You got now. I don't know how things are going to be with no AJ Brown. I think they got Robert Woods to do cleanup, but they're two totally different receivers.
They really are.
So I mean, they still got a defense. They still got Derrick Henry. Tannehill is game manager.
He's a bus driver.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. But like I said, I think we agree. Titans, I think is gonna get that one. All right. So let's go. Let's start with let's get with the AFC. Let's go up north. Let's go AFC North. Browns. I'm gonna be a little bit biased. Browns is my team. You got Bengals. You got the Ravens, and you got the Steelers. Now with the bottom, let's see. I would say Steelers have probably the most questions surrounding them because quarterback room. Who you think? Who you think is going to week 1 Sunday? Who you think is going to get it? Kenny Pickett or Trubisky?
Trubisky.
Yeah.
I think he was named starter already.
He's already been started.
Yeah, he was named a starter already. So.
I mean, yeah, he's got NFL experience. I mean, I know y'all team drafted him, even though y'all could have had we already talked Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. I know y'all got Justin Fields, but still could have had Patty Mahomes. It worked out for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, we got Justin Fields.
Yeah,
so.
it worked out.
I'm pretty happy right now.
But I think he played under Josh Allen last year. Trubisky.
I feel like he learned a lot over there.
Yeah. So I think I think Tomlin knew it. I think Tomlin knew all along that he wanted Trubisky. I think he just needed to see probably how is he going to mesh with this offense? Is he going to be ready in time? Is he, projected the way I want him to do? So I think that coaching staff made the right decision. I think Kenny Pickett needs to get his feet wet first before he just dives in to the NFL game.
What if the whole division just does good? Because you can't knock the Steelers. I feel like it's the Steelers.
Nah, the Steelers got just a culture. I think now, man, it's just quarterback play. It's one of those things where now if Trubisky can do good, because same with the Ravens, right? Even with all their things surrounding Lamar, getting his money and this and that culture is just still established. And then same with the Bengals, right? The Bengals, you take a guy like Joe Burrow, right? They come from a culture that's not established, haven't been, I don't think, ever been to a Super Bowl. Dude in his, second year now? Third year? Gets there. Crazy. Pieces that they put around Joe Burrow, they beefed up his offensive line because that was he was just getting attacked in the Super Bowl. Beefed up his offensive line. He still got his boy. I mean, they draft his boy pretty much out of his wishes, right? It's like, hey, this is the ship. You're the captain. And he's like, hey, give me Jamal.
Would you have still drafted Chase over Sewell? Sewell was the guy that went to Detroit from Oregon. And everyone thought Sewell was going to go to the Bengals. Would you have protected him or would you give him a weapon?
I think now...
When you have to look long-term, though.
Yeah, long-term.
Long-term.
I think...
I think that's the way, depends,
Yeah, I think long-term now, I would say Chase.
Chase?
Yeah, because they got the potential to be a great top 5, top 10 receiver tandem, right? Because you got the familiarity with them from college. So they already got that rapport, right? And then on top of that, you move them into a system that benefits both in the spread offense. You got other pieces where it's like, okay, if we're aimed at Jamar, then you still got to worry about mixing in the backfield, Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins. So I think with them, if you have a chance where it's like you can have a great tandem and long-term tandem, right? You see what in the short term, you know, tandems like some of the great tandems out there with, you know, Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen, right? You got guys like Aaron. You see Aaron Rodgers and Devontae all those years, and then when
Mike Evans, Brady.
Exactly, right, Mike. And then you get, you know, even, you know, go back further when you have people like Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger, right? When you have these connections, you try to keep them because it's something that you don't have to work on. It's kind of natural, and I think with linemen, if you do, but there's so many pieces around linemen. Like you can have a strong right guard, and they load up on the left.
But the thing is, if you can't block the guy, you can't throw the ball.
No, you get what the thing. This is the thing.
It takes like 4 seconds for a guy to get back there.
Correct, and but if you put him in shotgun, and you do now get downfield, but Jamar has shown he can take a 5-yard slant. There's not a lot of guys. I think that's why it's different. If you playing like big guys with big receivers and stuff like that, yeah. But people like Tyreek that just need a shadow, they just need a little bit of daylight, right? Odell Beckham used to be known to, you know, take a slant route, take it to the house. Right. So Jamar, you saw that play with I think when they was playing the Ravens, he takes a 5-yard slant or a 3-yard bubble screen, something like that, and he can get you 10, 12, 15 yards. Well, when you playing teams that have these great pass rushers, then you got to, you know, manipulate. Not everybody has like an Aaron Donald, Michael Parsons, T.J. Watt. So, and T.J. Watt is in there.
What if they would have drafted Sewell? Maybe they could have won that Super Bowl because he did get sacked like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but in hindsight, you can't say that because...
Remember, Jamar Chase was wide open in the last play of the...
Oh, yeah, no. But you got to think, in hindsight, do they get to the Super Bowl without Jamar Chase? Because I don't know if T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd...
Because, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care who a quarterback has. Mm-hmm. I just feel like when you're a good quarterback, you can make anybody better.
No, not true.
Because look at Brady.
Yeah, but Brady is the GOAT. You can't say that.
But he wasn't even the GOAT when he made it to the NFL, right? So he made those people better. Like Wes Welker, like who was he?
Yeah, but
Gronkowski, who was he?
But this is the thing: when you're also a great receiver, you got to think with Brady, right?
You can have a great receiver and still be trash.
Oh, for sure. But you also be a great receiver. But people get confused with Brady is he had Belichick defense.
But remember, everything starts in the trenches.
Oh, If you ain't got time to, you know, throw.
I just felt like if I was the Bengals, of course, like it's just complicated because like, you cannot draft Chase because it's Chase, but like.
I think I know why they draft offense over a lineman is because like you have to scheme. Like there's not too many offensive linemen you have to scheme around, right? I mean, the only one I can think off the top of my head is Trent Williams, right? Like that guy you have to scheme around because he's that good. Like he is a beast. But if you have a generational talent on an offensive side of the ball, and the person that you're comparing it to is not like some like safety, corner, linebacker, and it's a lineman, you have to take the offense. Because like I said, Sue can protect Burrow all he wants, but if he ain't got no receivers that can get open, what's the point of protection? Or if he's got receivers that can't make plays and take like I said, a 5-yard slant to the house, then what's the point?
I don't know, I just feel like...
So you think like Garoppolo, right? Garoppolo was under Trent Williams. And you see is like you can be a great offensive lineman.
Jimmy G's a different story. I feel like Jimmy G choked. They were up 20-0 in the Super Bowl that one time.
And let it all.
There's a reason why Trey Lance is started over him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like when it comes to that whole Burrow and like, if I was a GM, would he take the receiver or the lineman? But then again, you gotta think long term. Meaning like if this guy gets hit 10, 12 times a game, that's not good. Regardless if you have like good receivers, that's not good. He still can't get hit. He got hit like 7 times in the Super Bowl more. So I feel like you need to protect the guy. Even though you have a superstar, you have to protect him because if you can't get
and it sucks like because injuries are definitely a part of the game. So you're right on that one. It's definitely
it's just complicated.
Tough.
You just don't know.
Tough,
I mean, it was a good pick, Chase, but
I mean, like I said, hindsight, we'll see what he does with Jared Goff, right? Because he's up in Detroit, right?
Yeah, he's in Detroit.
Yeah, so we'll see what he does with Goff this season now that he's a little bit acclimated. Because Jared Goff isn't a bad. He's a
good quarterback. Yeah. He's
not a lot of quarterbacks say they got to the Super Bowl. I know he didn't win and he should have, but it's not.
He was no. I mean, the year they went to the Super Bowl, they had a chance just because I feel like they were kind of starting. They had Robert Woods
Oh yeah.
But
that was Todd Gurley still?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that was Gurley year, right?
The Patriots, they lost.
Yeah, man. And so
Tom Brady turned it up at the end. Remember, it was 13. It was a boring Super Bowl.
That weird Edelman catch. But yeah, I think that division. I think it's. If I can say, I would say it's the Bengals to lose. I think the Bengals got it. Ray, you can't discount the Steelers with T.J. Watt and all of them. Najee. We'll see what Trubisky does. You can't discount the Ravens with their culture, but I think if Deshaun was coming back, I think when the league gave him 6 games, I think this would be a totally different outcome. But with him having 11 games, bro, I think that's just too much of a burden for that team to come back from. Like 11 games, that's what.
If they win like 4 games, I feel like they'll be alright.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's just tough because they do have a solid defense, which win you games.
Mm-hmm.
But then you gotta score points.
Yeah.
They do have weapons out there. They got Cooper. They got Chubb.
Oh yeah, they got some. They got
weapons. So it should be okay. I mean, I just feel like that's probably. I feel like that division is the toughest division right now. Like in my opinion, even though Deshaun's not playing, I feel like that's really a tough division because you got Lamar.
You think that's the toughest division?
I really do because you got Lamar.
Wild.
I feel like you got Lamar. I don't care who the Steelers got. They're gonna do all right. Ben Roethlisberger couldn't run the ball. Trubisky could run the ball.
So who you think is getting this division? Who you think? I got Bengals.
I got the Bengals.
Yeah, I think.
But it's I feel like it's still up to grabs because you just don't. Because what if the Ravens just turn it up?
All right, so
what if the Steelers just turn it up?
If we both got the Bengals, you're wild if you think that's the toughest division.
I feel like it's just tough because it's just like what if Brissett actually wins a couple games? You just gotta win a couple games.
Oh yeah, no, I hope
just a couple games.
Yeah, I hope so. But the toughest division.
If Brissett wins 5 to 4 games, I feel like Deshaun Watson could come and possibly. I don't think you guys are gonna win the Super Bowl. There's no way you're gonna win the Super Bowl. There's no way.
No, I don't.
But I feel like it's a tough division because you got Lamar.
But
if Brissett wins 4 to 5 games. This still matters.
So this is why I say it's not the toughest division. All right. So with them, you got 2 quarterbacks that are unproven. You got Trubisky, whether it's Trubisky or Kenny Pickett throughout the season, but Trubisky's get the start, and you got Jacoby Brissett with them. Now, the toughest division in football is the one we're about to get into for sure. We don't even need to talk about the AFC North. Bills got that sold up. Dolphins gonna be looking out for it, but me and Danny both agree the Bills got that thing sold up. But the toughest division in football is for sure, without a doubt, the AFC West. You have the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos, with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 proven NFL quarterbacks, with Derek Carr in the Raiders, obviously Patty Mahomes is with the Chiefs, Justin Herbert with the Chargers, and now Russell Wilson with the Broncos. That is by far the toughest division because you don't have the quarterback room isn't lacking. So when they have a divisional game, it's like, okay, well, Trubisky, blah, 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 but it's like, damn, dude, we got Russell Wilson. It's like, or damn, we got Patty Mahomes. Damn, we got Justin Herbert.
I don't know. Russell wasn't doing that good last year. So.
But look at the team he's around. That's what I'm saying. He's got a good defense.
I'm a Russell fan. Like he's nice. He won a Super Bowl, but
he's more than nice.
Nah. I feel like Justin Herbert different.
But that's what I'm saying.
Justin Herbert could sling that thing.
So this is what I tell people, right? It's like when you know football, it's all about Russell Wilson can only do so much with the team around him, right?
They have a solid defense out there, but the Chargers have Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson, Nick Bosa, Darwin James. They got that dude, Kyler Murray's cousin, number 9.
That's what I'm saying.
They got that guy,
Mike Williams,
Mike Williams, King Allen, Eckler.
We know what the Chiefs are going to bring, even though without Tyreek, they still got Andy Reid back there. I don't think they're going to.
I'm not worried about the Chiefs this year.
I'm still worried because
I feel like the Chiefs and the Packers are in the same boat. They both lost 2 superstar receivers.
Yeah, but the reason I say I gotta respect them is because it's the same with Brady. It's those quarterbacks.
No, it's different. The Packers got blown out last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So
yeah.
How do you lose to the 49ers?
Yeah, but I mean, but
how does Aaron Rodgers lose to Jimmy G? Please at home explain that.
Let me think.
There's like how like I don't know how that happened. I don't care about none of those things, but it just didn't make sense to me.
In the snow.
It just didn't make sense to me.
It didn't make sense either. I don't know how they let that happen.
Somehow Aaron Rodgers always doesn't show up in the playoffs. Just that one time he won that Super Bowl. I mean,
but this is the season though. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I think you still gotta respect in this, like with Patrick Mahomes, like those type of people. It's like you said, that
they make the team better, but I just feel like I just don't know. It's just complicated sometimes.
But that division, I will say, that division is a toss-up division because
like the last one we just spoke, them two are like up there. I feel like I think the Chargers got it.
I like.
I don't think the Raiders. I don't think Derek Carr. Derek Carr is cool. He's a nice quarterback. They got weapons. They got Darren Waller. They got Devontae.
Mm-hmm. And you got to see.
I think the Chargers have a better
more
defense.
Complete team. Yeah, they have a more complete.
Raiders.
Yeah, they have a more complete team.
And the Broncos.
If I had to pick, especially with.
I'm taking the Chargers on that division.
I would take the Chargers, but I think we'll see what happens with them. Just because a lot of new additions, like now it's not bad additions, but it's a lot of new great additions, right? You have Devontae Adams, the top 3.
They might have I feel like they're gonna have a great season, but
I think the Chargers have a more complete team.
Yeah, on paper.
On paper they have a more complete team. We'll see if Justin Herbert. Now this is another thing that happens too with pressure, right? Now if a lot of people got them in that division winning. But when you gotta live up to that hype, because now you're not in the shadows, right? You're not coming like, hey, whoa, the Chargers look pretty good this year. It's like, nah, the league knows you're good. So now it's, what are you gonna do? Austin Eckler was like a top 4, top 5 pick in fantasy this year.
He was like a 97, but I don't know how.
Yeah, that's where. Obviously, we know what Keenan Allen brings, Mike Williams, that defense. And so when the league is knowing like, hey, you boys, we got y'all. Like some people are picking y'all to even make a Super Bowl appearance. So we'll see if Justin Herbert can handle that pressure, which I think he is. He's a stud for sure. But I'm interested to see how Russell Wilson does with the Broncos. Yeah, because those receivers are pretty nice. I know Cortland Sutton.